news, everyone.
If you guys ever have anything you would like me to talk about, make sure you jump into the Discord. There is a news channel, and you can drop whatever articles you would like me to talk about. First up, I'm going to talk about an article from Matt Wales over at Eurogamer, which is just talking a little more about the Humble Games and their confirmed restructuring amid the reports of the staff being laid off. Yeah, so there seems like there's some updates, which let's kind of get into a little here. They're saying there's some restructuring, but let me get into Matt Wales, but also some additional contributions by Tom Phillips. Beautiful. So let's start off with the original story, and then we'll work our way chronologically because we're going to get confused if not. Humble Games, the publisher division of digital storefront Humble Bundle, says it's made the difficult but necessary decision to restructure our operations amid reports it had laid off all its staff, but insisting in it's not shutting down. Humble Games was formed in 2017 and has gone on to publish significant numbers of acclaimed titles, including Stray Gods, Signalis, Slay the Spire, Hat in Time, Eurogamer's Game of the Year of 2021, Unpacking. Earlier today, however, several Humble Games employees took to social media with reports of layoffs at the company at 9 a.m. this morning. Business development manager Nicola Kwan wrote in a post on LinkedIn, 36 employees were told that they were being let go and the company is shutting down. So lots of stuff here. So let's hit the update here, which was as of yesterday at 10 a.m. UK. The restructuring of Humble Games will see the brand's current projects completed by a third-party video game consultant firm. It's emerging. I want to be made abundantly clear this is not a restructuring of operations, former Humble Bundle creative lead Chris Radley wrote on LinkedIn. This is a total shutdown of Humble Games. Operations have been handed off to a third-party consultant. No staff are left. Radley said the description of Humble Games layoffs as a restructuring was disrespectful and suggested that Ziff Davis' statement had been written by AI, posting on social media platform Twitter. Michael Dowse, director of publishing at Baldur's Gate 3 studio Larian, also suggested the statement had been AI generated. Okay, I see. Separately, Aftermath obtained a record of the call where Humble Games staff were told that all 36 people would lose their jobs. In it, Steve Horowitz, president of Ziff Davis Technology and Shopping Division, confirmed that remaining projects would be finished by consultant firm The Powell Group. We're going to be using a third party to help us manage the slate moving forward, as well as the back catalog, Horowitz said. As a result, all roles within Humble Games are going to be impacted. So, from there, a couple of things kind of came out a couple hours later, about 3 p.m. UK yesterday. Humble Games has denied using AI to write yesterday's statement that characterized the report layoffs of the brand entire staff as restructuring. Responding to a series of follow-up questions from Eurogamer, a Humble Games spokesperson declined to confirm details, providing earlier by former Humble Bundle creative lead Chris Radley reported below that the changes amounted to the Humble Games brand winding down its work for good, with a third-party firm brought in to temporarily hand off leftover work. Humble Games operation will continue as per the statement, the spokesperson said when asked whether new titles might be signed in the future. So they're okay. So who knows what the fuck is happening? Because it sounds like the staff was told one thing, and everybody else in Humble Games is essentially saying something else, which is fucking crazy. The allegations of writing a statement that is that important as using AI or whatever, insane. Oh my god. So it does sound like what's going to end up happening is everybody was being let go, and that they are going to hand off all of the current titles that they're working on to another company. I think this Powell Group company. Okay, so but they're kind of talking about like, what about like future games, but it doesn't sound like they've kind of mentioned anything yet. But it sounds like the spokesperson there is declining that's at least declining to confirm that that's what is actually happening. Games operation will continue per the statement that it is. They're saying that they're restructuring too. I don't understand why they can't just be transparent about what's going on. You know? Like the higher ups are like, guys, it's not what you think it is. And then but all the staff are like, bro, we all got let go. Like, what are you doing? Just be honest about it. No one actually knows. It seems like the staff knows though. But everybody wants to be, but it seems like whoever is like the higher ups with like the Ziff Davis group or whatever are kind of like, shh. don't tell them we're laying people off, but like anything else. Yeah. Yep. That's it. So, yeah, we'll keep on updating this if we get more updates. It seems like it's, we talked about it on Tuesday, and then there's been a couple of updates since. I think there will probably be more, but if there is, we will continue to talk about them. World of Warcraft's entire development team has officially unionized, which is also great. These are also great. I mean, this is great. I guess I was thinking about the SAG-AFTRA stuff we haven't talked about yet. But yeah, this is super cool. This is an article by Rebecca Valentine. The developers behind World of Warcraft, one of the world's largest and longest running MMORPGs, has officially unionized. Early today, an official vote of over 500 eligible employees working on World of Warcraft was tallied and certified. Good Christ. With this, Blizzard Entertainment has its first ever wall-to-wall union, encompassing the entirety of a game development team instead of just one division like QA. The union includes designers, engineers, producers, artists, QA testers, and other developers, most of whom are based in either Irvine, California, or are part of the smaller team in Massachusetts. The group is called World of Warcraft Game Makers Guild, or WowGG. Nerds. And it's part of a Communications Workers of America, the CWA. Additionally, a second group of Activision Blizzard QA workers based in Austin, Texas, have formed a separate union with the CWA called Texas Blizzard QA United. The roughly 60 developers involved primarily work on Diablo, Hearthstone, and other games. Both unions concluded their votes today and have been officially recognized under Microsoft's Labor Neutrality Agreement and certified by an independent arbiter. So this is so cool. Because a lot of these companies are starting to do this, and it's becoming bigger things. Like they're saying, usually QA positions are kind of like the ones that seem like to be the only ones. But now it's becoming a bigger thing where you're seeing more companies and more departments within those companies all starting to unionize, which I think is only going to be a good thing. Hopefully we can keep on getting good news like this. Whatever. But I was gonna say too, even if you don't like the kind of these games, like it's always good for companies to be able to look after employees. Like I said, even if you don't enjoy their games, somebody probably does, and definitely worth checking out. New PS5 beta update makes roommate-friendly changes to remote play and audio. So I don't think this is going to be anything super crazy. I saw the headline. Polygon, sometimes they may making bangers, sometimes they be making some stinkers. It's all good. But this is going to be a article by Maddie Myers, which I did kind of read through really quickly, and it sounded like it could be interesting. It kind of gives a little bit of an overview of it's one of the updates to PlayStation 5 that's coming, but also a use case for some such things. If you are a PlayStation 5 owner who participates in console's beta programs for testing new features before the rest of the public gets them, you'll receive an access to an update on Thursday that includes some new features for PS5 Remote Play and 3D audio. Both features seem designed for households where multiple people are sharing just one PS5. I'm a big fan of Remote Play features on PS5, and this specific update is addressing a hyper-specific need for Remote Play users. But it's a need you happen to have, but if it is a need you'll happen to have, it's great news. It's a very, very specific thing. Basically, this feature lets PS5 owners adjust Remote Play settings per user and choose who is allowed to connect to their PS5 console using Remote Play. Okay. The PlayStation blog includes this handy picture of what it would look like in action, depicting multiple user profiles with a toggle switch that would presumably allow you to shut off each person's access to Remote Play. So I guess if you have a PlayStation and everybody's trying to get to it, and maybe you kick them out, I guess, and maybe then they can't remote into your thing. I don't know. My wife and I both use the PS5 in our house, but I'm the only person who uses PS5 Remote Play. I use it all the time on my Steam Deck. It's actually even possible to get the PS5 Remote Play to work on Steam Deck if you're away from your PS5 and not connected to your home internet. It's difficult to set these things up, but it's feasible. That's part of why I think this feature could end up being weirdly useful in a very specific circumstance, such as a household where a lot of people are using Remote Play, including people who are away from the home. It's kind of passive aggressive to just turn off somebody's access to Remote Play when they are no longer in the PS5's vicinity, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I can't help but think of those times in my life when I've had a breakup and had to change my Netflix password. Obviously the worst case scenario. More likely you just want to turn off this option if somebody isn't living with you anymore, but they might still visit you and you want to use Remote Play in the future. Again, pretty specific need, but nice to have. There's also some beta updates coming for 3D audio profiles for the PS5. This is another update that benefits households where lots of people use just one console. If multiple people each have a corresponding PS5 headphones for 3D audio, this update has their name all over it. According to the PS5 blog, this feature lets PS5 console create a personalized 3D audio profile just for you. You can run through a set of sound quality tests and analyze a vast number of factors to create an audio profile that best fits your hearing characteristics. And then I'm guessing those are then saved to your profile. All right. Don't need to go into everything here. I mean, we pretty much did, but again, I like if you're gonna talk about like these updates, put them into some practical, scenarios, and I'm there for it. As soon as they were like, hey, I kind of have an idea of how this could work, I'm like, cool. I don't even care about this at all, not even slightly, but I'm there for it because I'm like, that does make sense. Oh yeah. If I did do that, that would make sense. That is a great feature for that. Now, people will probably find other reasons to use those features and everything in the future. Who knows? But I just thought that was pretty good. Let's get into this last one, which this last one is very important. This is a article by Taylor Lyles. Video game voice actors are officially going to go on strike over AI protections. This is absolutely what they should have been doing. This is fucking huge. But this is the same shit that all the writers and actors and shit were going on strike for, a couple years ago? Last year, 2 years ago? I don't remember exactly when all that was happening. For Hollywood and shit. And now video game voice actors are rallying to do exactly the same, which is exactly what they should be doing. They should have protections for their jobs and things like that. There shouldn't be any reason we should be using AI for fucking voice acting, and they shouldn't. And I don't know all the nitty gritty. We'll get into it here in a second, but even there should be protections over being able to use their voice or anything like that. I mean, the shit that happened with ChatGPT and Scarlett Johansson's voice and everything like that. That shit is crazy. Like, there should be no reason we shouldn't be using AI like this. No, it should be a tool to help, but not to take the talent of artists and things like that. Video game voice actors are now a member of SAG-AFTRA who are members of SAG-AFTRA are officially going on strike. In a press release, SAG-AFTRA announced that its video game voice actors will go on strike beginning of 12:01 a.m. on Friday, July 26th. So you have a couple of days, well, a couple of hours really. This vote comes over a year and a half after negotiations between game companies and workers that had not yet resulted in a deal. The main reason for the strike, as SAG-AFTRA says, is that the video game companies have not come to an agreement with actors over regulating generative AI in their projects. We're not going to consent to a contract that allows companies to abuse AI to the detriment of our members. Enough is enough. When these companies get serious about offering an agreement our members can live and work with, we will be here ready to negotiate. SAG-AFTRA President Fran Drescher said in a press release. Damn, Fran has been out here fucking going hard, and I love her for it. I'm always gonna remember her from, what was it, The Nanny, something like that. That show was not good, but like, goddamn, she's just been out here fucking killing it over the last couple of years. I love it. 18 months of negotiation have shown us that our employees are not intended or interested in fair, reasonable AI protections, but rather flagrant exploitation. We refuse this paradigm. We will not leave any of our members behind or wait for sufficient projects or protections any longer. Notably, the strike does not impact promotions at San Diego Comic-Con this weekend, which SAG-AFTRA says is due to the close proximity of the calling of the strike to the event. News of the strike focus on video game voice actors has been brewing for a long time. Last September, while striking against the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television producers, SAG-AFTRA sought to authorize a second strike against video game companies. News that a strike was imminent once again surfaced in March during SXSW, which I believe is South by Southwest, when SAG-AFTRA National Executive Director and Chief Negotiator Duncan Crabtree, Ireland, said the odds of a strike against the video game companies were 50-50 or more likely. So very, very interesting. Hopefully this is another thing that just puts pressure on these companies to have to make a deal and get these actors what they should be getting. All right, fine, Zyklon. If this is what you guys want to talk about, yeah, she's good, right? She's good. If this is what you guys want to talk about, apparently chicken wings advertised as boneless can have bones. The Ohio Supreme Court decided. Can you believe that the Ohio Supreme Court has nothing better to fucking do? What are we doing? What are we doing, Ohio? Listen, I'm not even that excited about it. Do I want bones in my boneless wings? No, I don't. Part of a boneless wing is you should know going into it, there's no bones. That your teeth are safe. My teeth don't feel safe anymore. This is an article by Michael Rubinkin. Got to be up for my flight in 4 hours. I'll be lurking. Thank you so much, Jenna. Appreciate you. I don't know what the hell's happening, Cyclo. It's about to be like Mad Max out here, bro. Have you ever, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, it's about to be fucking crazy. Unboneless, boneless wings. That's what I'm fucking saying. My teeth. They're already feel like they're hurting because I've like they know that sensation of biting into something hard when you don't think there's gonna be something hard in your food, and you hit it and you're like, oh my tooth. That's what I'm feeling right now. I mean, I'm not happy about it. Boneless wings. Probably has bones. Potentially has bones. Ohio Appways always gotta be different, I guess, bro. And I'm not happy about that. All right, let's get into who did I say this was? Michael wrote this. Consumers cannot expect boneless chicken wings to be free of bones, a divided Ohio Supreme Court ruled Thursday, rejecting claims by a restaurant patron who suffered serious medical conditions from getting a bone stuck in his throat. What the fuck are you talking about? The bro got he probably ordered boneless wings and he got a bone in his throat and he's like, bro, I'm upset about this and there's some serious things, and they're like, you thought boneless wings didn't have bones in them, bro? What are you talking about? How is this a thing? What the fuck? Maybe so people can't keep suing for finding an accidental bone. There should no be accidental bones. What are you talking about? They should be able to sue. There should be no bones. It says boneless. Why is this even being discussed and ruled on? Because Ohio doesn't know what the fuck to do anymore, man. We're just out here. I don't know. I don't know. This one's more infuriating than I think anything I've read in a long time. This doesn't, listen, as a guy who enjoys boneless wings, this makes me upset. All right. I like a boneless wing and I don't expect to ever have a bone in there. Michael Berkheimer, who was dining with his wife and friends at a wing joint in Hamilton, Ohio, I don't know where the hell that is, had ordered the usual boneless wings with Parmesan garlic sauce. That sounds great. Michael, you know what's up, bro. Parmesan garlic sauce, it does hit. When he felt a bite-sized piece of meat go down the wrong way. 3 days later, feverish and unable to keep food down, Berkheimer went to the emergency room where a doctor discovered a long, thin bone that had torn his esophagus and caused an infection. Oh my God. Jesus. Berkheimer sued the restaurant Wings on Brookwood. I don't know this restaurant either, saying the restaurant failed to warn him that so-called boneless wings, which are of course nuggets of boneless, skinless breast meat, could contain bones. The suit also named the supplier and the farm that supplied the chickens, claiming all were negligent. No, the farm is not negligent. It's up to the fucking... It's up to the fucking restaurant to make sure there's no bones in the meat. Good Christ. Buys the new Ford F-150, but is a skateboard. I once had a whole duck wing bone in my boneless duck wrap. Oh, damn. See, that sucks. I'd go lemon pepper, but that's me. Lemon pepper bangs too. Lemon pepper, Parmesan garlic, a regular hot is good too. And my and fourth on there for me, a mango habanero. I love a mango habanero. That sweet heat, oh, it's so good. I'm gonna be valuing imported wings now. Smuggling in real boneless wings. Chef? Chef question mark? I mean, it is up to the chef, but the restaurant specifically should be the person who was negligent, like the restaurant as a whole, maybe the chef as well. Yeah, but the fucking farm and the supplier, I don't fucking think so. And a 4-3 ruling, the Supreme Court said Thursday that boneless wings refer to a cooking style. It doesn't. What are you talking about? A cooking style? What the fuck are they talking about? What is the cooking style of a boneless wing compared to a regular wing, a bone-in wing? What are you talking about? The boneless part refers to what, if there's bones inside or not. Because a bone-in wing means that there's bones inside. And said that Berkheimer should have been on guard against bones since it's common knowledge that chickens have bones. What are you talking about? Yes, we know they have bones. We get that part. What are you talking about? The point of the boneless wing is that there's no bones. What are you talking? We know that they have bones. The point of the boneless wing is that there's no bones. What are you talking about? What is happening? Why? How is this a discussion? Oh my God, it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. The high court sided with lower courts and had dismissed Berkheimer's suit. Oh my God. How? Oh my God. This does not make sense. It had a fully functioning elbow that I enjoyed. So it was like a surprise toy. Do a little whoop, whoop. This is fucking crazy. Can I claim I am boneless? You can. Absolutely you can. I have bones. Do I need to be on guard? I think we just need to all claim that we're boneless, and then they'll be like, what do you mean? According to Ohio, you can say you're boneless, but you should know, be on guard. People have bones. A diner reading boneless wings on a menu should no more believe that the restaurant was warranting the absence of bones in the item than believe that the item were made from chicken wings. Just a person eating chicken fingers would know that he had not been served fingers. What are you talking about? They're Joseph T. Dieters is a fucking idiot. I have to say it. Justice Joseph T. Dieters, he's a fucking idiot. My man is equating the chicken finger, the finger part of chicken finger is the equivalent to boneless wing. That boneless doesn't mean it's actually boneless. Just like the finger in chicken finger doesn't mean chickens have fingers, you idiots. What are you talking about? Why name it? Just name it something else then. Don't say boneless. Just if I'm a company, I'm never using the word boneless ever again, because nobody's gonna know. Can we call it like the no bone guarantee something or other? I don't know. So chickens have fingers apparently. Are y'all okay out here? No, man, we're not. I don't understand. This doesn't make any sense to me, man. It doesn't make any sense to me. We just have a little disclaimer that some bones may have been missed. It's understandable. The no bone zone. Yeah. The dissenting justices called Dieter's reasoning utter jabberwocky. Agreed, and said juries should have been allowed to decide whether the restaurant was negligent in serving Berkheimer a piece of chicken that was advertised as boneless. Oh, so the dissenting justices have their fucking brains in their heads that day, but nobody was wanting to listen to them. The fucking people who actually understood. The question must be asked, does anyone really believe that the parents in the country who feed their young children boneless wings or chicken tenders or chicken nuggets or chicken fingers expect bones to be in the chicken? Of course they don't. Justice Michael P. Donnelly wrote in dissent. When they read the words boneless, they think it means without bones, as do all sensible people. Jabberwocky, what are you? Are y'all okay? What are yours? Well, okay. So here's the thing. I don't know why they said Jabberwocky, but also like, I think they're also just trying to be like respectful. I don't know if you guys saw any of the stuff with like the Secret Service. There was some questioning that happened. Not going to go into it too much, but there was some language that was used in some of the examination there some of the questioning and stuff, and people were pretty upset about it because apparently you're supposed to be professional, and I guess that's their way of just being respectful and professional. I don't know. It's a stupid way to do it. They call them bony wings, boneless, then remove bone. Dieters is questionable. He is. I don't know who this fucking guy is. Has no judicial experience before serving. Really? No shot. Bro's has never been to a fucking wing place, and he's like, have you heard about these chicken fingers? Chickens don't have fingers. Oh my god, guys, I kind of need to zen down after this. Let's wrap it up for the news here. Let's get a little. Thank you guys so much for coming out, and I'll let me see you on the other side.